There are things in your life that are meant to remain private, not because secrecy is shameful, but because wisdom recognizes the power of discretion. Your life, your destiny, and your progress are sacred. If you share everything with everyone, you give away the very tools that could build your future. Today, I want to talk about 3 secrets you should never reveal to anyone. The first secret is your plan, your vision, your strategy, and your dreams are yours to steward. When you tell someone else your plans, you risk exposing your path to people who may not have your best interests at heart. Some will discourage you, some will imitate you, and some may even work against your success. The wise understand that timing is everything. Your plans should be shared only when action has already turned vision into reality. The second secret is your weaknesses. Everyone has vulnerabilities, but revealing them to the wrong person can invite exploitation. Weakness is not something to be ashamed of, but it is something to protect. To share it recklessly is to give others a tool to manipulate you or diminish your influence. Strength comes not from pretending to be invincible, but from knowing your weaknesses and guarding them wisely. The third secret is your achievements before their time. Celebrate your progress privately first. Then let your results speak loudly in due season. Premature disclosure can breed envy, jealousy, or unnecessary interference. There is power in letting your success emerge quietly, naturally, and definitively. The world respects results more than intentions, and achievements are best revealed at the right moment. In conclusion, your life, your plans, and your progress are your responsibility. Protect them, guard them, and steward them carefully. Discretion is not isolation, it is wisdom. The person who masters the art of keeping the right things private will always rise above mediocrity, while those who share too freely will struggle to maintain their influence and impact. Remember, not every ear is meant to hear your story, and not every hand is meant to carry your load. Guard your secrets, and you guard your destiny. Plans are power. The ideas that occupy your mind, the vision that stirs your heart, and the strategies you craft for your future are not mere thoughts, they are the seeds of your destiny. Every great achievement in history began as a plan carefully nurtured in the privacy of a focused mind. Your plans are your personal blueprint for success, and to share them recklessly is to give away the very power that can shape your life. When you tell everyone your plans, you open doors to doubt, criticism, and even sabotage. Not everyone who hears your vision has your best interests at heart. Some will discourage you, not because your dream is impossible, but because they cannot see it in their world. Some will imitate you, hoping to achieve what you are destined to accomplish. Others may even act to derail your progress, because not everyone thrives on the rise of others. The wise understand that a plan's power is in its execution, not in the telling. Plans are fragile in the presence of unnecessary exposure. When you guard your ideas, nurture them, and act on them diligently, they gain strength and momentum. Timing is everything. A plan spoken too soon loses its advantage. A vision revealed before it is ready can create obstacles that could have been avoided. When your strategy remains hidden, you move with freedom, purpose, and authority. You are not bound by public expectation, and you are not pressured by the opinions of others. You control the pace of your progress, and your success is measured by results, not by promises. To fully appreciate the power of plans, you must learn to respect their sacredness. Your vision is a reflection of your purpose, and purpose is not for everyone to understand. It is for you to fulfill. Sharing your plans indiscriminately is like giving away the key to your own destiny. Protecting your plan does not mean you are secretive or untrusting. It means you understand the value of strategic discretion. Great leaders, innovators, and achievers all recognize that power grows in quiet preparation. It develops when action is deliberate, when steps are taken carefully, and when the right moment arrives to reveal results. Your plan, when guarded, becomes a source of authority. People are drawn to results, not intention. They respect those who have achieved, not those who only dream aloud. The more you protect your vision, the more powerful it becomes, and the more unstoppable you are when the time comes to bring it to life. Remember, a plan is not just a set of ideas, it is the foundation of your future. Treat it with reverence, work on it in secrecy, and unleash it with impact. Your life, your purpose, and your destiny deserve nothing less. Weaknesses must be guarded. Every human being has vulnerabilities, areas of limitation, and moments of fragility. These are not signs of failure or inadequacy. They are part of the design of being human. However, The way you handle your weaknesses determines whether they become tools for growth or weapons for your downfall. When you reveal your weaknesses carelessly, you give others the power to manipulate you, exploit you, or diminish your influence. There are people who will never act in your best interest, and the wrong disclosure can turn trust into vulnerability. Guarding your weaknesses is not about pretending to be perfect. It is about exercising wisdom and self-governance over what you share and with whom. Your strength is not measured by the absence of weakness, but by your understanding of it and your ability to manage it. To reveal your struggles or limitations to the wrong person is to surrender control over your own life. Some will see your vulnerability as an opportunity to discourage you, to belittle your dreams, or to create obstacles in your path. Others may use your exposed weaknesses to gain advantage over you, whether in business, relationships, or leadership. The wise know that self-awareness is essential, but selective sharing is strategic. The key is to learn from your weaknesses, to develop them into areas of improvement, and to only reveal them to those who genuinely seek to help, not to hinder. Guarding your weaknesses is a form of empowerment. It allows you to grow in strength without interference. It gives you the space to address your limitations privately, to correct errors, and to build resilience. Weaknesses are not meant to be trophies for public consumption. They are lessons for personal development. Those who are wise recognize that exposure of weakness too early can invite unnecessary judgment, criticism, and even exploitation. Discretion in revealing your struggles protects not only your progress, but also your reputation and influence. The act of guarding weaknesses is closely tied to leadership. A leader who exposes every flaw becomes vulnerable to manipulation and loses authority. A leader who understands and manages weaknesses quietly, on the other hand, gains respect and inspires confidence. The people around such a leader see competence, determination, and stability. They may not know the full scope of the struggles endured behind the scene, but they witness the results: resilience, growth, and unwavering purpose. In life, wisdom demands that you guard your weaknesses, not out of fear, but out of understanding. Protect what is sensitive, nurture what is fragile, and transform limitations into stepping stones for success. The moment you allow your weaknesses to control you through careless disclosure is the moment you hand over your power. Guard your weaknesses, master them in private, and unleash strength in public. True power lies not in showing the world your flaws, but in managing them with strategic intelligence and using them as fuel for your greatness. Achievements unfold in due season. Too often people become impatient with their progress, expecting results before the proper time. Life has a rhythm, and success is not instantaneous. It is cultivated, developed, and matured through diligence, discipline, and persistence. Every accomplishment has a season of preparation, a period of growth, and a moment of manifestation. To force success prematurely is to invite frustration, disappointment, and unnecessary resistance. Understanding that achievements are meant to unfold in their proper time is essential for anyone who desires lasting impact and meaningful results. The process of preparation is as important as the achievement itself. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, and every challenge you overcome is building the foundation for the outcome you desire. There is wisdom in patience. Those who rush to display success too early often attract envy, opposition, and misunderstanding. Premature revelation of accomplishments can bring unnecessary competition or even sabotage. True achievement gains its value when it is recognized in its fullness, not when it is incomplete or underdeveloped. The world respects results more than intentions. People admire those who show mastery and competence, not those who only promise it. To wait for the proper season requires discipline. It demands that you focus on consistent effort while resisting the urge for instant recognition. It requires that you work in silence, develop your skills, and strengthen your capacity, trusting that time will reveal the fruits of your labor. This period of quiet preparation is where character is tested, resilience is built, and wisdom is gained. Those who understand the power of timing know that their achievements will speak louder than their words when the moment arrives. There is also a spiritual principle in due season. Everything has its appointed time. You cannot rush what is not yet ready, and trying to do so often results in setbacks. Success is most potent when it is earned, cultivated, and revealed at the right moment. The right season maximizes influence, minimizes resistance, and ensures that the impact of your achievement is lasting and respected. Achievements that come prematurely may be fleeting, but those that arrive in their proper season endure. Finally, the wisdom of waiting for the right season teaches humility and perseverance. It teaches that you are not defined by immediate results, but by your persistence, patience, and ability to grow through the process. Every great leader, every innovator, every achiever has understood this principle. Preparation precedes manifestation, effort precedes recognition, and timing precedes triumph. Your achievements will unfold fully when the season is right. And when they do, the world will recognize not only what you have accomplished, but also the wisdom, discipline, and perseverance that brought it to life. Guard your journey, honor the process, and trust the timing. For the fullness of your success is revealed in its due season. Discretion is wisdom, not isolation. Many people mistake the act of keeping things private as a sign of loneliness, mistrust, or detachment. They believe that sharing everything with everyone is a measure of authenticity and connection. The truth is that discretion is one of the highest forms of wisdom. It is the ability to understand that not every ear is meant to hear your story, not every hand is meant to carry your burden, and not every person is capable of handling the depth of your journey. Choosing carefully what to reveal and to whom is not isolation. It is self-governance, protection, and strategic leadership. The world is full of voices, opinions, and judgments. To expose your every thought, plan, or struggle indiscriminately is to invite distraction, criticism, and interference. Discretion allows you to maintain control over your own life. It gives you the space to think clearly, act decisively, and grow without the noise of unnecessary input. Those who master the art of discretion understand that silence can be more powerful than speech. Observation more effective than advice, and careful action more impactful than impulsive reaction. Discretion is the shield that protects your energy, focus, and influence. Many misunderstand privacy as secrecy with negative intent. The wise know that privacy is essential for growth, preparation, and strategy. A plant does not reveal its roots to the world, yet it grows, strengthens, and bears fruit. In the same way, your ideas, your struggles, and your plans should be nurtured in quiet before they are revealed. When you share everything too soon, you risk creating vulnerability, attracting envy, or inviting unnecessary opposition. Discretion allows you to cultivate strength quietly, preserving your authority and integrity until the right moment to reveal your work. Moreover, discretion is not about withdrawing from people or life. It is about being intentional with your connection. It is the understanding that influence is strengthened when what is sacred remains guarded. When you speak selectively, act deliberately, and reveal your inner life only to those who genuinely have your best interest at heart, you create an environment where trust is earned, respect is commanded, and your efforts are maximized. Those who confuse indiscriminate sharing with transparency often find themselves drained, misled, and hindered. Finally, discretion is the practice of power under control. It is the art of restraint, knowing when to act, when to speak, and when to remain silent. It is the understanding that not every moment requires a response. Not every person requires access to your heart, mind, or plan. Wisdom is the recognition that life moves in seasons and that timing determines impact. To be discreet is to be wise. And to be wise is to position yourself for influence, authority, and success. Discretion is not isolation. It is strength, strategy, and the hallmark of a person who is intentional about their life, their purpose, and their destiny. Guard your life strategically. Life is not a series of random events. It is a responsibility, a stewardship of your time, your energy, and your influence. To guard your life is to recognize that everything you possess, your thoughts, your plans, your relationships, and your potential requires intentional protection. It is easy to live carelessly, to give away your time, your energy, or your secrets to people who do not value them. Strategic guardianship is the difference between a life of purpose and a life of regret. It is the ability to recognize that what you allow into your life determines the quality of your outcomes. Strategic guarding begins with awareness. You must be conscious of the company you keep, the conversations you engage in, and the information you disclose. Not everyone has your vision, values, or intentions at heart. Some will encourage you genuinely, while others may seek to exploit, distract, or derail your progress. To guard your life strategically is to distinguish between those who add value and those who subtract it. It is to understand that influence flows both ways, and that the people, information, and habits you accept into your life shape the trajectory of your future. This strategy extends to your personal plans and ambitions. Your goals are precious. They are the blueprint of your destiny. Sharing them indiscriminately exposes them to risk. Protect your vision, nurture it, and act on it diligently before revealing it to the world. Those who guard their life strategically understand the timing of revelation. They recognize that results speak louder than intentions, and that preparation precedes manifestation. By controlling the flow of information about yourself and your progress, you preserve the integrity of your journey and protect yourself from unnecessary interference. Guarding your life strategically also involves managing your energy. Every moment you invest has a cost. Every conversation, relationship, and task requires your attention. To be strategic is to allocate your energy to what truly matters: your purpose, your growth, and your impact. Avoid distractions that drain your focus or diminish your influence. Protect your mental, emotional, and spiritual resources with the same care you would protect your most valuable possessions. Finally, guarding your life strategically is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that your life, your future, and your destiny are not to be left to chance or to the whims of others. It is wisdom in action, the understanding that what you protect today determines the quality of your tomorrow. Strategic guardianship ensures that your life is aligned with your purpose, fortified against unnecessary obstacles, and positioned for lasting impact. The person who masters the art of guarding their life strategically commands influence, preserves authority, and cultivates a legacy that cannot be shaken. In essence, guarding your life strategically is not merely self-preservation, it is a deliberate, intentional path to greatness, fulfillment, and the full expression of your God-given potential.